So for those of you guys holding out hope that Arcade1Up had something special or new planned for 2025, I'm afraid I've got some bad news, as Arcade1Up's 2025 lineup has been seemingly revealed, and all I can say is, thank God we have some other companies putting their foot in the ring. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Michael B, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Arcade1Up once again at IGN Live just this past week. This is actually an update to the video I did on Monday because someone did respond and say that Arcade1Up did announce something new and future plans at IGN Live. So I wanted to talk about that. But before we get into it, I want to say thank you so much, everybody, for checking out the video. Guys, I always appreciate your support. If this is your first time to the channel, you like what you see, go ahead, subscribe, click the bell for notification, all that YouTube jazz. So, I actually posted a video on Monday talking about Arcade1Up maybe overselling their presentation at IGN Live, where they did promise to level up, which gives the impression they're going to be doing something new or exciting. But when in fact it looks like they didn't really have anything to show at the event, and no new press release or information was actually put out after their appearance. However, in the video, I did ask if anybody actually attended the event. Let me know if Arcade1Up did provide any information or if there was in fact something new at the event. So I didn't get a lot of takers on that request, but I did get one person who commented on my video. His name is Keo Deacon. He's another YouTuber, and he said they did announce what they're doing next at the event. Of course, I was hoping he would provide more information, but again, he's a YouTuber, so I assume he would be saving it for himself and his own content and trying to push people to go watch his video. Now, I didn't really think much more of it after then. Keo is not someone I normally watch, so I just assumed that nothing had come up until I saw a video from my friend Bill's Retro Gaming Show. Now, Bill, or as he's known in some circles, Professional Bill or Serious Bill, had in fact watched Keo's video and saw some information about what Arcade1Up were going to be doing next. And in his video, he alluded to the fact that they were actually going to be doing another pub table at Costco this upcoming year. So then, of course, I went and checked out Keo Deacon's video and got a look at the tour, and it looks very much similar to the setup and presentation Arcade1Up did with IGN Live last year. In fact, Rob was actually there talking to people. There you can see him on screen showcasing the cabinets, answering questions, and you can also see the lineup that they brought, all already existing cabinets, older cabinets, deluxe cabinets, nothing new on the floor to see or nothing new on the floor to preview. But while Keo was there, he did ask some questions to the Arcade1Up representatives there, to which they did confirm what Bill had put in his video, that they are making a new pub table, much like we saw at Costco last year, Miss Pac-Man Class of 81, except this one is going to be Pac-Man styled, maybe for the 45th anniversary, and that was all they announced. They said for the rest of 2026, it looks like we're just getting another Pac-Man pub table. Now, guys, I don't want to do much more than tell you that from their coverage. I'll leave a link to both Bill's Retro Gaming Show and Keo Deacon's videos down in the description below, so you guys can go check them out. Give them a view. They certainly deserve it. But I did want to take away this particular piece that we do know all that's coming out for the rest of 2025 is, in fact, going to be a Pac-Man pub table. So if you guys aren't familiar, the Pac-Man pub table was one of the big releases of two that came out at Costco last year. This was announced and shown off around September 2022, 2024. So expect to see this show up in Costco around September 2025, October, that area. So Q4 2025. The other one came with 12 games, no online. I would assume this is going to have pretty much the exact same form factor with some Pac-Man art and maybe Pac-Man 45th anniversary branding on it. And sadly, this is all we're going to be getting at Costco this year. Now, this is especially sad for XL fans, as Costco and the club stores are really our only access to Arcade1Up's XL line. That's the only place they'll be putting them out. So the fact that we do not have an XL release scheduled for Costco this year means there's in fact no XL release for Arcade1Up this year. A lot of people were hoping for an XL Mortal Kombat possibly coming from Arcade1Up in the fall, or at least maybe an XL Miss Pac-Man cab with the correct artwork, but it looks like, unfortunately this year, there is no XL coming. In fact, it actually even gets worse than that, because that means everything we've seen so far this year, plus the pub table, is everything Arcade1Up has in store. So in previous years, at least we've got some reruns changed into deluxe form factors. This year, all we got was 2 countercades with 16:9 screens, 3 Walmart, peasant cabs, as they were once called, classic edition slim cabs coming to Walmart. And I mean, they don't even usually advertise these on their site, but these are actually advertised even in one of the going across forums on top of their, banners on their website. So yeah, this is really it this year. And in terms of the games that we have to look forward to, we are scraping the bottom of the barrel. We have Miss Pac-Man Classic SE Slim Edition, Pac-Man Classic SE Slim Edition, Mortal Kombat Classic SE Slim Edition. Then we have these 2 countercades, which I actually think came out last year, and a Pac-Man pub table. And that's going to be it for Arcade1Up in 2025, if you believe the information coming from Keo Deacon and this representative at IGN Live. Now, I hate being a bummer and kicking Arcade1Up while they're down, but it just goes to show like how sad this is compared to where we were 3 years ago when Arcade1Up, maybe it was 4 years ago, I think it was 3 years ago, when they released like 19 new IPs all in 1 year, at least 19 new cabs. They were bringing out online cabs. They were bringing out cabs with almost exactly matching form factors and art. Great cabs like Tron, Dragon's Lair, re-releasing Star Wars. So there was a lot going on. And here this year, there is literally nothing for an Arcade1Up fan to buy that you haven't already bought before, or worse versions of the original. Really, it's a pretty sad state of affairs. And me personally, being a fan of Arcade1Up, I keep hoping there's some kind of light at the, end of the rainbow here, some kind of hope for the future. Now, one positive note to take out from this experience and the tour of Arcade1Up at IGN Live that Keo Deacon did is he did in fact ask the Arcade1Up representative he was speaking with what their plans were for the future. Were there any new IPs coming? And while it's disappointing we're only getting a Pac-Man pub table in 2025, that's it. He did promise that new IPs were in fact coming to the brand and we would see them in 2026. No timetable in 2026, just new games were coming. Now, take that with a grain of salt because, again, this is not an official announcement from the company. This is just kind of words being thrown out to people at IGN Live that new IP could, in fact, be the Hello Kitty claw machine, or it could be actual new arcade titles. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But if you were saving money to buy an Arcade1Up in 2025, I guess now's the time for you to realize you're not going to need to use that money. So guys, again, I just wanted to do a quick follow-up to Monday's video where I did indicate Arcade1Up didn't level up at IGN 2025. It looks like they did, in fact, at least announce a new product coming for the remainder of the year, but honestly, I think that news is actually worse than the original news of them not showing anything, to find out that the only thing we have to hope for in 2025 is a Pac-Man pub table with no XLs coming to be added to people's XL collection, and no other deluxe cabs or new IPs coming. It certainly is pretty disappointing, but like I said again, there is that, little grain of hope coming from the information that maybe new IPs are coming in 2026 at some point. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this information coming out from Arcade1Up at IGN Live? Are you excited about yet another Pac-Man, this time in a pub table format, coming to Costco? Is this something you're interested in picking up? And especially, let me know what you think of the news that this is the last product we're going to see from Arcade1Up in 2025. No XLs, no deluxe cabs, no nothing, just the classic SEs and a Pac-Man pub table. Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. This is Michael B. the Game Genie. I'll talk to you next time.